Up next is Dutch. How's everybody doing? I just wanted to say, gun control. Everybody looks now. Gun control. It's not about guns. It's about control.
And so I hope that you will talk to all the sheriffs in your counties throughout Kansas. We've got several sheriffs that have stood up. Sheriff Denning out of Johnson County, Sheriff Don Ash. There are several of them that are standing up, like over probably 300 now throughout the country have stood up and said, we're standing up for the Constitution. We're not going to allow these assaults from the federal government to happen in our counties. There's not going to be registration and confiscation. And we need that enforcement in our communities. And so I hope you'll get out and talk with your sheriffs and say, we expect, you to have your proper role, support our constitutional rights.
We will also be taking a hard look at the no guns allowed signs you see around the state. Because at the end of the day, criminals don't follow the law. It's a pretty simple concept. Criminals don't follow the law, so why would we expect them to listen to the signs going into buildings? I heard recently that an extremely high percentage of the mass murders that have occurred in the past 20 or 30 years have happened in gun-free zones. This needs review as well.
After Sandy Hook, I started looking at the way information was managed, and I started seeing all these things come down, and I'm dealing with the pain of the tragedy as it affected us all. But I also had some other stuff going on at the same time, because it wasn't just the tragedy I was dealing with. I was watching the mismanagement of information to manipulate the hearts and minds of America. And it doesn't matter what side of the fence you are when it comes to gun control, you have a right to be upset about the mismanagement of information. So, for me, what happened was, along with dealing with the tragedy of Sandy Hook and the tragedy that occurred in America, I started to wake up. I didn't change my mind. I believed in the Second Amendment for as long as I can remember. But I woke up and I realized it's not enough for me just to sit around and believe and maybe go enjoy my Second Amendment rights sometimes, but not do anything to support it. And so that's why I'm up here today speaking. There's a passage from the Bible, and I sure don't want to misquote the Bible, so I'm going to try to pull it up if I can. If not, forgive me. I'm going to try to paraphrase. But it's Revelation 3:16. So because you were lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. Well, Lord, today I say to you, you're not going to have to spit me out of your mouth. You can fry an egg on me because I'm on fire.